Cadence, we are working on fractions. We just talked about how the denominator is all the numbers in whole. I don't know if you're going to see this. We're working a little bit on the overhead. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to work, and I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's just blank. So you'll just have to work kind of along with us. We are on lesson 93, correct?
Okay.
92.
183.
On 183 of your book. So it says 5 blue stars. So where would you put the 5 in the equation? McKenna. The numerator, the top. And there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 red stars. Where would that go in the equation? Christian. Yes, and both the denominators are what? The same, 9, because there are 9 stars in the whole group. All right, so let us work on this. Number 1, write the fraction that shows what part the triangles are in the group. So let's start by counting. Do we need to start by counting all of them or just the triangles?
Triangles.
So in order to determine the denominator, you have to count everything in that grouping. So let's do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What is your denominator going to be? 13. So are you going to write that on the top or the bottom of your fraction? On your bottom of your fraction. But what do we need to find? Write the fraction that shows what part the triangles are of the group. What do we need to find for this fraction, Jeremiah? The triangles. So are the triangles going to be what part of the equation? Tessa?
The numerator?
That's right. So let's determine how many triangles there are in A. Count with me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is your fraction going to be, friend?
713.
7/13. Very good. All right, let's move on to B. So we're going to do what first to find our denominator?
Count them all.
Count them all. All right, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But we're not done. We just have the denominator. What do we need to figure out? What is that? We're supposed to find the what?
Triangle.
Triangle. So in order to find the fraction in the numerator, we have to count the triangles. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is your fraction, friends?
915.
9/15. Very good. Very good. All right, let's move on to C. What do we have to do first? Count all of them. Is that going to be the numerator or the denominator?
Denominator.
Good. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How are we going to find the numerator? What do we have to count? Luke, what do we have to count to get the numerator?
The circles?
Look at the directions on top. What is it that we have to find?
The triangles?
Yes. So let's find the triangles. 1,
2, 3,
what is our fraction, friends?
3/10.
Very good. All right, the final one, the final frontier. What are we going to do first, friends? To find the denominator. Hey, count all of them. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And what do we have to find? How do we have to count in order to find the numerator, Jonathan? The triangles. Let's count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I got it.
Unless you're seeing some random triangle running around. Could happen. All right, so what is our fraction, friends?
5/14.
Correct. All right. Now, let's go to story problems. So you're going to have to listen, and from the story problem, we are going to create a fraction. So make sure you listen and follow along in your book. There are 7 lions at the zoo. I love lions. So 7 lions at the zoo. 4 of them are cubs. Oh, what fraction of the lions is cubs? So what, friends, is our fraction going to be? How many lions in all? There are 7 lions at the zoo. So reading this, what do you think your denominator? We have 7 lions and 4 of them are cubs. What is going to be our denominator? Jeremiah?
7.
Yes. Because 7 lions include the cubs, correct? Because the cubs are lions. So we know 7 is our denominator. It says, what fraction of the lions is cubs? So what is our fraction, friends? How many cubs do we have? Toby? 4. 4 of them are cubs. So what is our fraction? What is our fraction? Tessa?
4/7.
That's correct. So you have to listen and I'll read carefully. They will tell, the story will tell the denominator. What is it the whole? What's the whole amount? All right, let's do the next one. Oh, Olivia. Olivia, so that's spelled right, has 3 siblings. 2 of her siblings are boys. What What fraction of her siblings is boys? All right, so what is our denominator? Make sure you have the same thing in here, yes. So what is our denominator? Grant? Yes, 3. And of those 3, how many of them are boys? Toby? So what is our fraction? What is our fraction, Christian? 2/3. Very good.
Pretty weird how it's actually true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have 3 siblings and 2 of them are boys.
That is wild. If that was spelled the right way, that would freak me out. Olivia. All right, let's listen. There are 12 penguins at the zoo. Fun. 5 of them are macaroni penguins.
What?
They're made out of Kraft and macaroni and cheese. No, there are. Okay, friends, listen. Write the fraction that represents the macaroni penguins. 12 penguins at the zoo. 5 of them are macaroni penguins. There are such things. What is our denominator going to be? Emmy?
12.
12. What do we have to find? We have to write the fraction that represents what? M.
The macaroni.
The macaroni. So, what is our numerator? How many macaroni penguins are there? M.
12. I mean 5.
Yes. So what is our fraction? What is our fraction going to be? Winsheen? 5/12. Correct. So we have 12 in all, and 5 of them are macaroni. So macaroni penguins, if I'm not mistaken, I think they are the ones that have like the
yellow.
fun like hair type. It kind of looks like macaroni. I am not an expert on penguins, but I think that's what it is. So don't take my word 100%, but I think that's what they're talking
You
about.
can look it up sometime.
We can look, I'll look it up later. Jaden has 3 blue pencils and 5 red pencils. What fraction of the pencils are red? So you have to do something a little different to find out your answer. So we have something blue and something red. What are the something blue and something red? Owen. So what is going to be the denominator? Tessa.
8.
Yes, because they're both groups are pencils. But we need to find out the fraction for what are red. So what is our fraction, friends? What is our fraction? Luke.
5 and 8.
5/8. Yes. Very good. All right. Very nice. I say you get any questions? Getting the hang of it? Clear as mud or clear as water? Mud. All right, so this part I would like to do on the whiteboard. So while I'm doing that, turn the page so we are ready. I know, it's really quite,
Ooh, $100 bill. Yeah, I want that.
all right.
I put mine for it. I need that money. I have way more.
All right, let's focus on what we need to focus. The talking to one another is not it. All right, so let's turn the page. We have fractions. 3a. What is the larger fraction? Now keep in mind you have the same denominator. What is the larger fraction? Olivia.
2, 12. The 2 and the 12.
You have to look at the numerator. If you have the same denominator, you're going to look at the numerator. Do you want to answer that again? What do you think, Olivia?
The 5.
Yes. So B, 4 ninths or 7 ninths? Jeremiah.
7.
Correct. All right, now things get different. We have a different denominator, but a same numerator. So I want to write this on the board to give you a visual. Because with these fractions, you have to visually see what is going on. So, oops, there's a little glitch. So, fraction? Somebody tell me.
1/5.
1/5.
That's a lot of lines.
All right, so you look at this square and you look at this square. What's bigger, 1/5? Wenchine,
1/5.
yes. Why?
Because, like, 1/10. 1/10 is equal to 1 side.
That's true. But if you look at how many times the 1/10 is segmented versus the 5th, you went by that, what would you say is the bigger fraction?
1/5.
Yeah. All right, let's do another one. Always this. So when you're doing this, if you draw it out and segment it, then you can see it better. That is helpful. All right, so we have 1/6 and 1/4. What is bigger? Grayson.
1/4.
Correct. Jeremiah. You what?
I was just raising my hand.
Okay. Any questions? Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think drawing them is helpful. Helps you to visualize. Otherwise, it just looks like a bunch of numbers and it's hard to visualize. That is my recommendation to you, is to maybe draw them like this. All right, now let us move on. Oh, it's hot. It must be like the storm must be coming, and I feel like it's very hot, humid in here.
There's nothing.
Feel the air.
Yeah, it's not much air. It's very still. All right, so we are going to add and subtract fractions.
Yay!
So I'm going to put some on the whiteboard, and so what I'm going to do, if you want to do some, make sure you have your marker ready. And also follow along in your book. All right, Tessa and Emmy. Good. Perfect. Tessa is subtracting 7 from 6, which is 1/10. And adding 3 and 1 is 4/5. We do not change the denominator, correct? Because it's already common denominator, which is what you always strive for with a fraction. McKenna. I mean, you just went up. Emma McKenna. McKenna, look at your sign. What are you doing? Subtracting or adding? That is correct. There you go. There you go. Again, the denominator stays the same, and you are either adding or subtracting the numerator. Very good. All right. Winsheen and Caroline. Very good. Before you keep going, what is 8 times 7? Yes, so check your work. There you go, you caught yourself. I mean, you know the answer. Good. There you go. Very good. Beautiful. Nicely done. And do they match up? They do. Very nice. 59 and 59 match up. Very good. All right. Here. Who wants to come up and tackle that? I think we're going to do the rest on when she. You already did it. Helen, just kind of moving back and over. Now. Okay, go ahead and then we'll. Good. All right, May. So we're going from year to month, which you are correct. I was thinking so yes, you are multiplying. I was thinking that you're going from month to year, but no. All right, so 8 years. So what do you have to do? You're going to have to add an extra step. How many months in a year? Yeah. I think you guys are getting the hang of this. Makes me happy. All right, so this is what we're going to do. The remaining of the time. I want you to work on 7, which is adding and subtracting, and then get out your planners, please. But you can guess what you're going to do. There's a homework section. So, homework section on page 184. Make sure you do the dividing 7 table. Make sure you do it from 0 to 12. Okay?
Okay.
So I want you to do 7. Finish that up, which is just follow the signs, and then the homework section. Let's do together the brain booster that I have on my book, which you do not have on yours, so you're going to have to listen. Caleb offered to give his sister a whole orange, or 4/4 of an orange. Which should she choose if she wants the most orange? Ooh, that's a tough one. Kind of a trick question. Caleb offered to give his sister 1 whole orange, or 4/4. Which should she choose if she wants the most orange? Kind of a trick question. Tessa, do you have an answer? You're right. However, what do you think?
4/4.
You're right too.
Because they're both a whole.
Yes,
It doesn't mind if you live in the middle.
they're both the same, because they're both a whole.
Yes.
So that was kind of a trick question. So there you have it. Now I want you all to work on your homework and make sure you also do 7. So 7 and in the homework section on page 184. Did you all write that in your planners?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Yes.
Do we have to do the right